The very first time I went to a gay bar, I was just 17 years old, and it changed my life. The 1270 Boylston Street, right by Fenway Park in Boston, was just a few miles from where I was born and where I'd grown up. I wasn't out to anybody, so I went alone. I rode there on my bicycle, and my heart was pounding the entire time. I thought people knew where I was going. I was nervous, but I was excited. It was still kind of early, so there wasn't a security guard on the door, and there was no cover charge. I went up to the bar, and the bartender asked me what I wanted, and the only thing I could think of was cosmopolitan. I don't know why those words came out of my mouth. I thought maybe I'll sound older. Tasted like shit. I nursed that drink over the course of maybe an hour or two because that's all the money I had. And I looked around at everybody, and people started to slowly come in, and then the dance floor opened. I'd never seen more than one or two gay people together in a room, and this was a room full of people dancing and laughing and kissing and having fun, and it was probably one of the most momentous nights of my life. I felt like I was home. This place was home. Over the next couple of years, I would meet some of my best friends there, friends that I would stayed friends with for a long time. My good friend Chris and we got caught by the security guard a couple of times sneaking in, or he would come up to us on the dance floor and ask for our ID, and we'd get chucked out. So Chris told me about there was a fire escape at the back of the club, and we'd climb the fire escape floors to the top, and we'd jump over the wall onto the roof deck, and then we'd go down into the club. And we got caught a couple of times. And so then Chris wasn't going to be stopped. He had found out that the drag queens in the club and women were never asked for ID by security guards. So we started doing drag to get into the club. We'd park in his car in the McDonald's parking lot, and we'd get into drag. I'd spray up my long, sort of curly-ish hair, and I'd spray it up and put on some makeup, and we'd go in and we'd dance and we'd party, and then at the end of the night we'd go into the McDonald's parking lot, wash off the makeup, and hope that my mother wouldn't see some smeared mascara the next morning at breakfast when I went to school. Later, when we got brave, we headed out to clubs like Avalon on Lansdowne Street. We'd go to Venus de Milo, Club Cafe, and when we were in college, we started taking road trips on the weekend down in New York City and going clubbing in New York City. Our gay bars and our nightclubs are essential. They are necessary places. They're a place where we go to temporarily escape the world around us that judges us, the society that still vilifies us. It's probably no accident that I felt so comfortable the first time I went to a gay bar that I've spent almost my entire adult life working in gay bars, nightclubs, in gay resorts, on gay cruises. These are the words of President Obama. The shooter targeted a nightclub where people came together to be with friends, to dance and to sing and to live. The place where they were attacked is more than a nightclub. It is a place of solidarity and empowerment where people have come together to raise awareness, to speak their mind, and to advocate for their civil rights. It's also a place we go to drink and get laid. After the shootings in Orlando, a lot of people are nervous about going back out to the clubs and bars. They're worried about copycats. Of course we're nervous, but we need to support our local gay venues now more than ever, because there are young gay people who are going to be coming out and need to find that safe space. They're going to be making their first tentative step outside of the closet, and the place that they find needs to be as joyful and as happy and as fun as the places we found when we were younger. What was your first gay bar experience like? Did you go alone? Did you go with friends? Were you nervous? Do you remember the music that was playing? Will you be going out this weekend? I hope you do. Raise a glass to the victims and maybe smile at that shy kid in the corner who looks a bit nervous and might be there for the very first time. And walk up to that gray-haired guy, the guy sitting at the bar who paved the way for you to have the rights that you have today. They've got great stories to tell about what life was like before the internet, before gay dating apps, and before the Marriage Equality Act. It seems wrong. It doesn't feel quite right to be saying Happy Pride. Not this year, so I'm opting for be proud. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourself. Be safe and be proud.